No, you know what was mad about Jude, yeah? Was when he went, who else after? He celebrated and he went, who else? He was vexed. He was fuming, going, who else? But big players create big moments. He's had his iconic big moment so far in this tournament. You sometimes in these tournaments, or later stages of competitions, you're grabbing onto anything that can garner more confidence and more belief. I have booked my tickets for the semi-finals for where England are going to be. Just so you know that. Clip that up.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Vibe with Five is back, powered by AliExpress with myself, Joel Bayer, Rio Ferdinand, and the sometimes positive, mostly negative, Stephen Howson at Q59, hotel bar in Dusseldorf.
And guys, do not forget about AliExpress's Shake and Win game, which is live during all UEFA Euro match days until the 14th of July, by the way. With every goal scored, customers have a 120-minute window, which ain't a bad amount of time from when the first goal of the game is scored to open the AliExpress app, shake their phones, which then enters you into a draw for some unbelievable prizes.
Ooh.
And these rewards range from UEFA Euro 2024 tickets to discounted items priced at just 1 cent, as well as savings of up to 50% off deals and coupons, all redeemable on AliExpress.
So download the AliExpress app now or head over to their website and shop everything you need for Euro 24 on AliExpress.
It's a Vibe with Five, and you already know this.
Anything special happened yesterday? Steve?
Yeah, we went on the piss with Ed Sheeran.
Besides that?
Honestly, like, the amount of utter legends that we meet doing this job is an absolute privilege. And my wife could not care less because she didn't like football. And I texted her saying, just sitting having a bit of Ed Sheeran. And she was like, devastated.
Yeah.
What a top fellow, though, by the way.
Yeah,
I was just
really
pure
nice,
just football fan.
Yeah, he's a man.
Yeah.
Just crazy football fan.
Well, you guys were talking about Ipswich and
manager.
Yeah.
No, he just loves football. It's weird because I see him at the game and he was just like, so I know he's security guys and stuff. And like, listen, there's some loads of legends of footballers around hanging about and everything. But the way that people lose their minds when they see him is so funny.
He rolled quite deep as well, then he had quite a few security kicking about.
No, he didn't. He had two geezers. That was it. Yeah, two fellas.
But then loads of people left when he left.
But then security had to come and help as well because I think there's just too many people about.
Yeah.
So
the fans love him so much they also do security for him. It's like that. But let's talk about, besides Ed, let's talk about the fantastic win. Actually, even before that, Rio, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen
Yamal, Nico Williams, playing out of their skin, yeah.
There's all of that, but first of all, you've only had 1 hour's worth of sleep at the moment, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
those classic shades, yeah, they've come out again.
Yeah.
Talk to us, like, you've been doing so much. I've seen your vlogs. Obviously, we gone CrossFit. I've seen you trying Bavarian cuisine.
Yeah.
Like, what you been up to?
Well, like Steve said, we was out drinking with one of our good old friends yesterday, Ed, and that was the start of it. But it was no. Listen, when England play, you got to celebrate. So we were out, and that was it. It was a really good night last night. The England fans were magic; they were brilliant. But listen, when you're away and you're at a tournament, there's so much time after doing a bit of like this. I don't call this work really, but doing a bit of work here and there. Like you say, we've been trying out, what's the CrossFit? I don't even do CrossFit. I thought, let's do it here. Went and done it with a German trainer. He was cool. The food, man. The what is it? The pork knuckle. If you come to Germany, Dusseldorf especially, the pork knuckle is nuts, off the chain.
I keep ordering the wrong food.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing.
You keep it simple in the beer house. They go, we sell 3 things, pork knuckle, pretzels and beer. If you don't want none of those...
Yeah, go and get a kebab around the corner at Podolski's. It's unreal, and that's doing it as well. I'm going to try. I've had one before, but I didn't get it on camera because it was a sight.
There's a whole chain of kebabs for Lucas Podolski 10.
Yeah.
How mad's that?
And the way I was eating that is, you can't put that on TV right now straight away. I've got to edit that, seriously.
Man, unreal stuff, man. And obviously the game yesterday. Wow. Well, for 90 minutes.
94.
Sorry, Steve. For 94 minutes, it felt like I didn't go to the game. It felt like the best decision to not go to the game. But then I'm at an airport, right, with some guy that I met 25, 30 seconds ago. And I said, how far is your stream behind? He goes, no, you're ahead. So he starts watching my stream. And I said, oh, who do you support? He goes, Man City, Newcastle. And I thought, okay, whatever.
I'm just going to sit over here a sec.
So that was confusing. I thought, next thing you know, I'm screaming around, shouting, and there's a few people in the airport going nuts. And obviously, like some of the normal people traveling to like normal places, they just look at us like we're nuts. But then they got the vibe, and I thought, how can a goal unite a country so much? That right there shows what football does. Everybody was united. Besides Steve.
No. Everyone. This is the most. Well, he just doesn't support England. You're an Englishman who don't support England, but you're patriotic. I don't get it.
It's almost like they're not related.
Yeah, you are. You are patriotic, aren't you?
I think so, yeah.
You are very. I know you are. But you aren't an England fan. It just doesn't make sense. And last night, we were at a game, right? And we were sitting there. The WhatsApp group was going nuts. Joel was on fire in there in the lounge in the airport, going on. He should be taken off. This, that. All of my groups are the same. Get Kane off. What's he offering? Get Jude off. He looks knackered. He ain't been the same since.
That was flex, by the way.
They're all going mad, and like, I'm probably one of the only one who remains calm.
What about Jude staying on?
No.
In general.
I'm the same. I'm a bad fan. Oh my God, he's not doing it. He's been poor. He's been this. Get him off. Gareth, what are you doing?
Get the contract out.
And then all of a sudden, right? But there comes a moment in a tournament that happens, and you go, that could be the catalyst for change.
Yes.
No, it's the truth. He's not lying.
Can't just stink the place out for 3 games.
Don't matter, bro.
Gene was saying it yesterday. This is the moment they'll kick on, and then.
But it is though. 94th minute bicycle kick.
I just think right in this squad, there's a couple of things that you can't doubt about them. You can talk about the technique of the team, the cohesion or lack of, and they're not playing great at the moment. There doesn't seem to be any style of play, etc. Right, but one thing you can't doubt is they've got heart, they've got commitment, they've got character. They've got resilience. They stay in games. They're hard to beat.
They need to have
what?
A style of play.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Balance in the team.
But I think all the things that I just mentioned there can still win you this Euros.
I mean, with the run they've got, yeah.
You're not talking about the 47th ranked team in the world. You're talking about a team ranked in the top 4. You're talking about a team that's the most valuable squad at the tournament. You're talking about a team that's favourites, that managers that's been there 8 years, that's recently got to the final, the last one. All of those things should mean that they turn up with a little bit of swagger and do things like Germany and Spain have just done.
I would like that. I would love that. I think we'd all like that. But we're asking for not the perfect scenario, but I know you're not asking for perfection, but sometimes you can't have it all. And they're very much on the side of more togetherness, commitment, because they know at the moment they're not playing well. And I think as a group they're going, I don't know why we can't unlock ourselves, but we're not playing that well. But we're going to find a way to get through, and that's what good teams can do.
And you know what?
Shot was 94th minute.
I know.
Okay, that's poor, but at the same time, a lot of the big nations ain't doing well either. Is international football changing? Who knows? We're going to talk about it later on the podcast, but. We have to. He goes, England are going to win now on penalties. So I'm thinking, bro, why are you so upset?
I know. It's funny.
Then Archie gave him a couple slaps in a group chat yesterday and reminded him, like, why are you watching games then?
Yeah.
Like, why are you watching games to hate? Bro.
He loves football.
Yeah, that's an excuse. Listen.
How was it?
Rio.
I'm going France-Belgium later.
Yeah, and you'd rather support them.
I don't support either of them. I go and watch football.
But you're not as negative when you watch them.
I don't need to be. Because I don't have helmets surrounding me, telling me like it's going off. Look at it, it's coming home. And
I don't know how though. I don't know how. Right. So if you was in a stadium, say you're going France today. If France score a goal overhead kick last minute, you can't tell me that you won't be in there in the France end going like you was at the World Cup, eh? What team did you go and support in the World Cup?
What?
Yeah,
see?
There were the Cameroon fans.
Yeah, Cameroon fans celebrating like he's one of their own.
Senegal. Giving it some of the shot.
Yeah.
But you can't do that for England. That's what makes me like, what the hell? Like,
the thing is, like,
your own country, you can't do that for.
There is obviously a relationship and a connection with England. And here's the thing. People go, it's forced. It's not a decision. It's a feeling. Like, I could not fake. Like, England scored the other day when I was there at Serbia game. And I stood up.
Oh, well done.
But like everyone else around me is standing up and grabbing each other. I just stood up and clapped. I'm not a hater in that sense. Sometimes I am. Sometimes I am.
Yes, you are.
But I'm going to stand up and applaud a goal, and I did. And I thought Jude Bellingham was playing really well that particular game. Now, it's just it's just the honest truth. Like, I've been to England games, I look at the fan base and I go, this doesn't feel like me. Where I go to United and I go, this feels like a bit of me.
So, aside from Steve's hating, Rio, I'm going to bring it back to the game itself. Obviously, there's a lot to talk about. Did he start well? Did he start with a team you wanted him to start with?
No, I don't think anyone in the country would have started with that team. I think just there's a couple of players that a lot of people would have liked to have seen start. Cole Palmer after his little cameo. Gordon he actually didn't even get on the pitch yesterday, which is wild after the 4 or 5 minutes that he gave.
His Euro highlights, he's falling off his bike.
But yeah, exactly. But this is what I'm saying. He's just so negative. It's unbelievable.
Is it factual?
He came on and changed the game the other day. We forgot that bit.
Right, okay. I'm that.
Right.
So he got a 4-minute cameo and then fell off his bike.
Yeah, but I look at it and
right in the scrapbook.
you might have played like I might have played that. But again, can we be more risk averse and take chances in the fairy tale from a sofa? When you're in the pressure cooker, I think that's when decisions maybe start getting made that are different. And I can understand why he's a little bit more. I don't understand why he's conservative, but I understand why he's not making 3 changes. The one change that I think does need to happen, I think Trippier. I think I love him as a player, as a right back, but a left back, I just think it's too difficult for him. The pictures he's seeing, and the balance of the team is so out when he's there. Even like we don't get real momentum when we go down his side. The one time he does let his shackles off and get in the box, where he sets up a goal. Offside, I know, but if he could just let himself go and overlap, etc., he would free up so much more down that side. But the momentum just gets lost a lot of the time when the ball comes out to him. He has to come back on his right foot, lets the other team get back and set. So, listen, I said before a ball was kicked in this tournament, I'd play Saka left back. I would. And it's come to fruition. I see him again yesterday. But then he ended up playing him right back, right wing back. And I'm thinking, you've got Konza on the left back. He's right-footed. And you had Saka at right back. And he's left. I was like, some of the decisions the manager made, you do look at it and go, wow, I don't really get that. But we got the win.
First sub was 66th minute.
Yeah, I was
after the state of that performance.
Yeah,
and he brings on Ivan Toney with a minute to go. Like, we'll change the game.
Gosh,
Like,
I thought to myself, he did.
He did though.
But I thought to myself, that's bad for his confidence, man.
I don't know, but Ivan Toney came on and he was a point of reference, and he made a difference when he came on. 100%.
Does that not just show the ludicrousness of the decisions that he's making?
You can say that, but if I'm Gareth Southgate,
holding the team back.
If I'm Gareth Southgate and I'm waking up today, I'll go like, Steve, we won the game, mate. I did everything at the right time.
And that's the problem, is that people want to say, but we won the game. And you go, cool, you better win the tournament then, because you can't dismiss all analysis by just saying we won, because eventually you don't win, and then we get to go, right, okay, now we need to dissect all of that bullshit. Because when Switzerland outwork, and when Xhaka puts on a performance that he put on the other night in centre mid, and people go, oh shit, England are out. And we go, oh, you didn't see this coming because all you wanted to talk about was we're top of the group, we won.
I think that I actually believe, and I'm on the same side as Steve for one minute here. I agree. I think if you're going to play like this with the players that you've got and the potential that's within the midst of his hands, you have to perform and win if you're going to play a style of football that people are looking at and questioning you about and going, how are these not playing to the standard that we're used to seeing them play? But you have to win if you do that. And I think that is the pressure that's on Gareth Southgate right now.
Let's pause the current game for a second. This is an honest podcast, Vibe with Five, for the listeners as well. Was there ever a team, besides the midfield, you've already said, you would have wanted Sven and the guys to do something different with the midfield, with Gerrard, Lamps and Scholes. Were there other players that you thought, you're being played out of position here, or during your time, during international tournaments? Or were you always...
Surely it's just that midfield issue.
Wait,
it was only the midfield, really. I think when Wazza used to play on the left sometimes, I think the Champions League final when Wazza played left and Ronaldo played centre forward, that was one game where I was thinking, wow, especially because Wazza had PK's number in training. Every time Wazza played against PK, he'd do bits against him, and you could see PK couldn't handle him. And I thought, as soon as I see that I think we were expecting, is it Dani Alves, I think, to play? He didn't play. And I think Puyol played right back. And I was...
No way.
And we were like, Rooney, Cristiano's style against Puyol, trickery, moving him about would have been better than somebody when you got false meets false. Like Puyol wants physical battles.
Yeah.
Rooney doesn't mind that either, whereas Ronaldo would be a bit more elusive. And again, like I said, I thought that Wayne would have been a bit more effective against PK. But yeah, not many times that happens. I think that as a team, you try and work it out. And I think it is different when people say, what's tournament football? It is different. It is really just like really result driven. It's not about improving and tweaking things sometimes where, we want to play better. If we find a way. That's what I think about England. They may have found just a way to get through games now. They look like survivors.
But does it feel like he's making tactical changes where you go,
No.
that's the problem?
No.
Because it feels like he's throwing Ivan Toney on with a minute and it works. And he gets in a mirror afterwards and he's like, told you, Gareth, we did it.
But we scored the second goal. We went back straight to back 3, back 5.
Back 5, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and as soon as we scored the goal, and you're like, well, we just sat back
it's
straight
time to
away.
go win it.
But that is the trait that lost us the Euro final against Italy.
Yeah.
That trait there, going ahead, stepping back the way we did again in this game. So we've done it a couple of times now in this tournament, and that's one worry that I do have. We don't have that killer instinct at the moment to go and finish a team off. But again, it is difficult. Sometimes you fought for 90 odd minutes to get a goal, and then you score another one straight in the restart. It might be the emotion of it and fatigue as well, like that they can't be on the front foot. But other teams find a way to do it, and it's just like that's the frustrating thing with us.
I was going to say, you say that, but then he's had options as well to make changes. So if you get to the third game and all your players are tired, well, you then look before that game, players that weren't utilised, and it's alarming a little bit, you know. So
I don't think he trusts other players enough to do that.
But then why take them? Is the question.
Take Luke Shaw and don't play him to the quarterfinal.
Let us know in the comments as well, because obviously I know you guys have had your own thoughts. We've seen the comments. We've seen this is why we have Steve on the show, you know, and we've seen people reply and stuff like that. We're going to be asking questions as well during the episode. Should we do that now by any time? I think we should.
Wait, while you're just rigging that up, can I just give a shout out to Kobbie Mainoo for being the best player on the football pitch?
Who? Sorry?
Mainoo. Just every single level that he steps up to, he just goes, what's this? International football? Yeah, cool. Gareth Southgate, was it the week before that Liverpool game? Was like, yeah, he's had a good season, but it's not his time yet. He plays in that Liverpool game and he's like, yeah, get him in the squad. Man of the match, England debut. Not even a job. By the way, he was man of the match yesterday. I'm not having that Jude Bellingham walked away with Kobe's trophy yesterday. That's out of order. Like, he scored an overhead kick, yeah, big moment. He was the best player on the pitch.
Yeah, he was. He was the best player. I see his family yesterday, and what a humble family, but also enjoying the moment. But you can see why he seems so unfazed, unaffected by the stardom, by the
we
attention.
need to kidnap his dad and have him teach everyone how to play football.
Do you see what he said online?
Yeah, I see his quotes the other day. I don't know if the family always has to take huge credit, but he said Man United allowed him to just go out there and play and become a footballer in the way that he plays, not trying to change him. And I think it was a really good, strong point, because a lot of kids are now being put into the system and made players and made
That's like a
to fit
criticism of academy football.
particular way. Yeah,
it takes it out of you. But United surely do that to every player, or maybe they don't. Maybe they saw something in him and went, "You do you."
Yeah.
But I don't know if United obviously needs some credit here, but who taught that kid to play football?
I think sometimes it's natural, man, because the way that he moves, yeah, it's like that's just in him, and he's got that style of football. That's just like a way someone walks. That's just their trait. He's got that smoothness and that calmness. I think he'll play really like economical. Just get the ball, feed someone else, feed them,
Don't lose it,
and don't threaten. And at his age, 18 years old, yeah, to keep making those little basic passes, keeping it simple until he has to then do something, because at some point someone comes out of the system and goes to press him. The moment you press him, he is so press resistant and he can beat someone. See you later. Smooth, gone. The way he got the free kick on the edge of the box, almost a penalty. Like no one else is doing it. He can drive with it, and then 1-2s. He's just got a maturity to his game that is just like, wow. I said when I first see him, there's a bit of Seedorf in him, and that's why I really do think that, and that he's got a long way to go to get to them levels. But his style of play and his decision making for someone so young. Don't forget, Seedorf won the Champions League at 18 or 17 years old and was an integral part of that team. Like, this kid is like, He's doing bits. He's got a long way to go there, but his style, man, it is. Everyone sits there when he passes the ball, does something, and everyone goes, he does something, they go, because
you might not be able to hear on audio, but Rio is making cringe faces. Not because it's cringe seeing Mainoo do well. It's just you know who else said that Mainoo reminds him of Seedorf? Seedorf himself. Yeah, he actually said like
he probably knows.
Yeah, of course he does. But listen, I want to read out some of these questions.
He's filled out and all, hasn't he?
Yeah, he looks stocky. Someone said that to me yesterday. He looks wider.
He's not even complete yet.
No.
Probably got 3 years left till he's in his real man body. 15
years experience after 6 months. Ridiculous.
Crazy. Ridiculous. Okay, so first question. Shout out to IS59. Who's England's most important player right now?
Kobbie Mainoo.
Rio.
Wow.
Gary Neville would say Trent after the way he was going on yesterday.
Yeah,
Christ.
he was going wild. I don't know. I don't think it's an important player in this team. I think it's the team. I think that the 11, the cohesiveness in terms of a togetherness. Listen, I think we have to accept at the moment they're not playing well. They don't look like a team that's built to play out and play good football that's going to get everyone off their seats. But
yeah, flip it. Which player, if I took them out, if like you pick your 11, I go, cool. Which player, if I took out of that, do you go, no?
Probably right now, Kobbie, because we saw the first couple of games and you're looking at it going, wow.
So you could take Rice out and put Gallagher in?
I'm going to have to disagree with you guys. It's still Jude, bro. Even with those bad performances.
I think you could take Jude out.
No, you can't.
No. Actually, let me just. I've got to go back. I'll go back. Jude.
He's most likely to do a match winner.
Jude is, yeah. If we're at home, we're gone home now.
Yeah.
We're gone home. If Jude ain't here, he scored in the first game. He scored in this game.
Actually,
I'm watching France, bro.
Can we edit that out, please?
No, keep it in. Yeah.
I was thinking Kobbie. Kobbie's a big part, but I'm going to go Jude, man. Yeah, Jude is him.
He's that guy. You got Harry Kane. They're both doing the celebration at the same time.
No, you know what was mad about Jude, yeah? Was when he went, who else after? He celebrated and he went, who else? He was vexed. He was fuming, going, who else? It's such an unbelievable. And then he was grabbing the cojones, like to say, I've got the balls.
I've got them. Yeah. And on top of that, he does the press match interview, right? And he was talking to Steve, right? He might as well be talking to Steve. He goes, yeah, that's for the fans who have like been doubting us, you know. Sometimes you've got to use it, you know.
For you. People like you,
the doubters.
Pointing at Steve's head.
Show me where what I said that was incorrect.
He's not the only one. We had producers in the background going, guys, what's going to be the description for after England lose? Yeah. Tom?
Went early.
Exactly. Too early. Too early.
Did you read what I replied to with the bet?
No.
So Rio, I'll get the timings of how this was playing out, right? Because it was 4 minutes in between Rio.
Whilst you're doing that, Rio, I'm a bit worried, man.
Why are you worried, man?
Bukayo Saka left back or left wing back, and it actually worked for the time that he was playing it.
Yeah.
I mean, for you Arsenal fans watching,
putting someone with a left foot and left back would have worked.
Yeah, exactly.
It sounds like common sense now, but he ain't played there for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, but when it's in your system, it's there. It's like riding a bike. You ain't been on a bike for 4 or 5 years, but you get back on it within a couple of seconds. You're back to normal. You're back. You know where you're at. It's the same pictures again, and it will be the same when he's playing at left back. Well, I don't think left back. I think left wing back.
Left wing back, yeah.
And that's the thing. I think without the ball, we should be a forward. When we get the ball, I just think we should be a three at the back. Push on the fullback really high, the wing back, making wing backs play really high.
Then 3-2-5.
Yeah,
like Germany did.
Yeah, then I said this before a ball was kicked, but we haven't got that fluidity. We haven't, and we can't. That's dreamland. I want that, but Gareth Southgate is the type. Ain't that type? He's not a guy who's going to change it up now. He's going to change the way that he's got to where he is. I looked at some stats the other day defensively. The 2020 Euros versus now. It is almost identical to the number.
Yeah.
Defensively, we're sound, we're hard to beat, don't give up many chances, but we are so far down the list in terms of chances created and in terms of looking like scoring goals and passes, etc. Because that is Gareth Southgate.
More attacking talent than any other team.
And we've got so much attacking talent. It's like you can't fathom why. And that's where the frustration with the fans comes from, I think.
I can probably pull out, before you read that, I can probably pull out England's 3 most dangerous moments in the tournament. You had, if I remember the game just gone, Declan Rice's chance.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? The game before that, Cole Palmer, when he snatched it a little bit, when the ball
come across.
And then there was Harry Kane headering it to the goalkeeper.
Yeah,
the fact that I can remember them. If you look at Spain, if you look at all these other teams, Portugal,
Spain had like 15 shots.
Chances
we're not
galore.
creating. Our first shot was in the 90-odd minute.
So 10-8 yesterday, which I think must have been bang on the 90th minute.
Yeah.
Rio, we will score.
My belief is unwavering. Just hold that, yeah? My belief is unwavering with these boys because I've seen them do it before. Go on.
Steve's reply, bet. 4 minutes later, yes, we will. Cup of tea.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then I text after that, hi.
So I was literally saying, I said, I was just typing out, I'll mow your lawn in an England shirt if they score, but I didn't get through it before they scored.
I wanted to see that, and I wanted it naked. I want you mowing my lawn with no clothes on.
It'd have been Donald Duck style.
Yeah.
T-shirt, cock and balls on.
Oh, man.
Oh, mate.
How do you think they do against Switzerland? Because I think Switzerland have been like... I think there's a tenacity about the way they play, which I think could be a problem for it. Because England's tempo's just not there. It's very flat. And I think that could be a problem.
So are you predicting Switzerland to win 2-1?
He's predicted England.
Is that what you're saying?
To lose every game.
They're going home at some point.
Yeah.
But he could fluke a final. That's the madness. Because of what this side of the draw looks like.
It's so nuts,
Like-
isn't it? I've never seen an easier run in my life.
And then you
honest,
get
we-
to Slovakia and it takes you to the 94th minute to
No,
get the job done.
we get easy runs the last few tournaments.
Yeah, but
every single
but
tournament.
it's getting easier, Ria.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's before. Like,
They're
I thought
about
the
5
World
minutes
Cup
from
was
getting
nuts.
Yeovil in the next round.
Honestly, it's getting
It's like one of
easier
the
since
City FA Cup
2018.
runs. Like the FA Cup runs City have had recently. Genuinely, we are.
Oh,
But you still got to beat what's in front of you. I always say this. I didn't have an easy game at international level. I didn't.
Yeah, you played Brazil.
But
Portugal.
I didn't have an easy game though. I'm
You
not
know?
talking. We could go. I
Argentina.
remember we went to Belarus and played against Hleb and his boys
Yeah.
in Belarus and came off the pitch dizzy because we got popped by Belarus. That used to happen with England. So I can't sit here and try and cane these boys and go, I've been in them moments where it's tough against teams and you're standing on the pitch going, he's going to work in a grocery shop tomorrow, this guy, and they're running rings around us.
What is it though?
I don't know,
What is
man.
it? Because
Pressure.
a lot of these guys are part time. You can't just blame pressure. 'Cause
Pressure does a lot to
sometimes-
people, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Sometimes I just think,
does.
is it not team cohesiveness or is that a word? Oh, like
Yeah, but I always see people say, what do you mean pressure? Pressure does a lot to people, man. It's a funny thing, pressure, and it's quite hard to explain exactly, but sometimes your legs go. Sometimes your legs feel weak because of pressure. Sometimes you can't think straight because of pressure, right? The best and most successful people are able to handle pressure and make clear, conscious decisions when pressure's on. But there's a big majority of people, most people, I'm sure, can't deal with pressure. And I think a lot of players in my generation, and I think there's some players in this generation, when they put on an England shirt, the pressure is very different. I'm not saying it's more than club. So a lot of clubs it is more than, but it's a different type of pressure. Like to Man United, it's big pressure, but it's a different type of pressure. It's a pressure with, there's toxic behaviour waiting to come out. Did you feel that in the stadium yesterday? You weren't there. I felt a toxic energy
they were just waiting
to come out from a section of England fans, so
There
they
was loads of
could
them bailed at half
yeah,
time.
so they could start shouting and giving it. Do you know what I mean? So
I mean,
but no, pressure is difficult. Seriously, it is, and I think this team were under huge pressure, and you need somebody like Jude Bellingham who has the character and a desire to want to handle pressure. You got to remember, this kid's been at Real Madrid, went to Real Madrid and took over the change room. He's not playing at Real Madrid with England. He looks a different player of England, by the way, but he's still the guy who believes he's the difference maker, and that is something where I think galvanises a team and goes, we've got Jude.
A last minute winner is good, isn't it?
Do you mean for them type of things?
I think it justifies when he's because I've been talking about his body language in the last couple of games.
What are you saying? Don't gloss over it.
I'm saying sometimes you can see that he's the dominant forces there. He's demanding the ball. Whereas sometimes Phil doesn't demand as much as he normally would. He's demanding the ball. If someone doesn't play the pass to him, whether it's the wrong or right pass, I can see that Cristiano Ronaldo in him now, where he's like, he doesn't care. He wants the ball. Now, a lot of times you can go, oh, Cristiano Ronaldo, man, he's moany, man. Oh, he does. But he's done so much in his career that you just go, hey, bro, do you, bro? You're the guy. And I think with a 93rd, 94th minute bicycle kick like that, he justifies himself.
What a mad thought to go, I'm gonna bicycle kick this.
He justifies himself.
What a mad thought that was. Because it's in the build up to it, it doesn't look like that's the shot to pull off.
Yeah.
Build up. It was a long throw. Rory Delap came on.
Yeah, but it's just the way. I know what he's saying though.
No,
Didn't see it coming out of nowhere, mate.
Yeah, it was instinctive, man.
Yeah.
But big players create big moments. He's had his iconic big moment so far in this tournament. Mm-hmm. And can we just talk about a couple of our young players? Lamine Yamal. He is the player. I think Musiala maybe, but this kid, because he's 16, he's the one who's got my WhatsApp groups popping off more than anyone other than England's bad performances. He has got people salivating, mate. And you know what I love about him? The fact that he's 16 is a huge kicker, but his variation in his game to get past the defender is what I'm loving. He will come short, turn and face you up and beat you and bake and shake you, right? And make you look silly. Get you off balance and then pass, or get you off balance, shoot. But he will go right and he'll go left, but also he'll run without the ball behind the defender. This kid's he's got everything, man. This kid's a joke. Yeah, he's doing stuff that adults are just finding hard to think about.
Him and Williams, I think, have absolutely killed it.
Williams, he's got a buyout clause within the 50s. It's a bargain. Go on, get him.
Who gets him? Where does he go?
I'm joking.
Where does he go?
Don't know.
The thing is with Bilbao, because of the way the whole system works, I think they're all quite well paid because they can't really risk letting you go somewhere, can they? Because it's not like they can just go buy another
small pool of players.
Small pool of players. Yeah. So I think the likes of United need to go study what is it Bilbao do with their academy players. Are they more patient? Do they give them extra time to develop? Because their success rate of bringing through academy players and competing and still getting into European football has to be studied, because it's a tiny area of northern Spain. Tiny area. They're competing with Sociedad for players and they still manage to pull it off. Like United have got the entire world. Every club has got the entire world apart from them. And they go, no, this will do us. And they still manage to produce world-class players on a regular basis.
Laser focused.
So what is it that they're doing? Are they instead of getting rid of a player, do they keep hold of them an extra couple of years? Do they focus on physical development, mental development? Like, send someone and see what the script is. But yeah, who takes him? Any of that top tier
he chooses. I don't think anyone takes. He's got to choose.
Guys,
Brother can play as well.
I want to talk about finally the route to the final itself. So you got Switzerland next.
Are you sure? 'Cause it says Swaziland here.
Yeah, Switzerland, right?
For all those who
like I said,
can't see.
England, the route that they get, they probably will get Swaziland in the next round. Who's the next game in the Euros? Swaziland.
Mate. Switzerland. If they beat Switzerland, and again, we're thinking ahead here because Switzerland ain't a joke.
I've already bought my tickets to the semi-final. I've just got to say that.
All right, good.
Because I know we're going to get there.
All right, and who do they play after Switzerland if they win? It
could be the Netherlands, I think.
Netherlands, if Netherlands get through. But can I just say, guys, I'm repeating.
Is it Netherlands, Austria, though?
I have booked my tickets for the semi-finals for where England are going to be. Just so you know that. Clip that up.
Ralph Ragnick would do it in his England team.
Mate.
Do you book tickets?
I think he texts a guy.
Yeah, I tell my guy.
Because you said book as if
like he was on the UEFA thingy waiting for it to hit zero.
Exactly.
There we go. I'm in the queue.
I've booked it through one of my friends at UEFA. Said, listen, make sure my tickets.
How does Rio Ferdinand? Okay, so you booking is saying.
I just told him on the bus yesterday I want free tickets for the next game in the semi-finals because England will be here. We was all jovial.
That's not how regular people like us book for tickets.
Can I get some tickets? And everyone goes.
No.
That's life, man. That's where we are, guys, in life.
We played at the same amount of Euros, Rio.
Yeah, I know, but not Champions Leagues.
That's a good point.
Listen, I think that's a good place to wrap it up for today. Rio,
I'm not going to talk about just how good Spain looked.
go on then.
Yeah.
Honestly, Spain have come out here. Rodri doing Rodri things. Nico
mate.
Williams doing Nico Williams things. The GCSE squad doing what they're trying to do. Like just
GCSE squad.
Spain just. I think everyone written them off because it isn't the tiki-taka era no more.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, whatever.
Do you know who I write off all the time and he just keeps coming back and doing bits? Morata. Like, I know he's not the focus here, but I just...
Well, he's obviously a competent top-level footballer. He might not be like genuine world-class.
I don't even know if he's top level.
Yeah, but he is.
He is, obviously.
He's a top-flight
showed
player.
me he ain't. When I saw him at Chelsea...
Half of the teams in these Euros, like Georgia and that, they got like 2 professional footballers or whatever or something in the squad. It's more than that, but you know what I mean? Whereas, someone like a Morata would be the greatest ever Georgian player, probably.
Before I go, I'm just going to drop a bomb here. Hoyland, you're on my watch list. We're going to start asking questions if you don't start performing this season.
I think United are going to get out of Xerxes over the
Why?
line.
Why has Hoyland come into your radar? I don't understand it. In the
just
Euros, where England have scored an unbelievable last-minute goal and won the game, and you're talking about
all of a sudden
pulling Hoyland
all
up.
of a sudden it's defensive, right? Oh, we can't talk about Hoyland. We can talk about everyone else.
No, but he's not English, is he?
It doesn't matter. We was talking about Spain a minute ago.
Yeah, because they're doing so well.
Yeah,
Hoyland's gone home.
Yeah,
Hoyland's in Ibiza right now.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of the other night, Germany?
Yep, very good. Havertz looks
Unreal.
Looks nice.
You got the best manager.
Okay, when it's,
by the way, do you know he rang me yesterday?
Go on.
Mad random call I got yesterday.
Elton John.
Go on, I'll give you two guesses each. Go on.
What is it? Football fan?
Football player.
Football player?
Yeah.
Football player.
Who rang me?
Wait,
Right,
was it
FaceTime me.
Who did I just say?
I haven't spoken to him probably
Okay.
for months.
Who did I say that
Months.
prompted him to say that?
What?
What was we talking about that prompted him to say that?
I don't know.
No, there was no connection.
Hold on.
There's no connection.
Hold on. I'll guess.
You spoke to him
Tchouaméni.
you spoke to him for months.
No.
So
Benzema.
not Tchouaméni.
No. Who'd you say?
Benzema.
No.
Oh, that was a good guess, you know.
One more each.
Can I have a nationality?
English.
Oh, shit. Peter Crouch.
No,
No.
come on. Talk to him all the time.
I don't know.
David Beckham.
No. Jack Grealish.
No way. With the new hairstyle.
Nice. I don't think it's a new hairstyle. He looked normal again.
Oh, is
I
it?
think it's a wig maybe. But he rang me. He rang me and then went, give me a call. So what he had seen... No. He'd seen my Instagram and that I was with all the fans.
Yeah.
And he rang me and said, get me, I want to speak to him. He was somewhere in the world. And he was like, I want to speak to the fans. Like he was sitting there watching England. He looked like he was like one of us, one of the fans just there waiting for England to go and do well, supporting the lads. So it was nice to see as well. Because I'll be honest, if I get taken out of the team, I didn't watch any group games.
You're not calling Stuart Pearce like.
No. I'm
Let me
sitting
talk
there
to the
going.
fans.
Yeah, I'm sitting there going.
Oh, yeah, I saw you with Stuart Pearce.
Yeah, Pearcey was good.
So
really
you
good.
was at the Euros as a kid with them, weren't you?
Yeah.
That was his last tournament, wasn't it?
Yeah. You got to go to watch that. We got him on Legends Lounge.
Yeah.
He was really insightful, and we spoke about my experiences with him as well,
nice.
good and bad. There's a couple of bad experiences that I had with him where I actually went back to my estate and was going, I hate Stuart Pearce. Go and watch a show on Legends Lounge to make sure you understand what I'm talking about. It's quite funny.
I mean, also you guys in the comments, we want you guys to engage. Let us know what you want. Do you want more stories about, Ed Sheeran, our night out with Ed? Brilliant classical. We didn't get a picture though, man, Rio.
I did.
You did. Yeah.
I don't know about you boys, but I got a picture.
Get a picture. You know what's mad? I told myself, I was like, it's all right. I'll do it next time. But I don't know when I'm going to see him again.
Yeah, you just got to be aggressive in those situations.
So he's talking, he pulled the fixture list up, didn't he? He was going through all the games that he's going to get, which I love, by the way. And he's like, so Liverpool, that's a 12:30 kickoff in Ipswich.
What, for
Liverpool.
Ipswich?
Yeah. And
First game of the season.
He's like, I'm working that night. Like he's doing a 12 shift at Subway, right? He's like, I'm working that night in Serbia. So he's like, so I'm going to watch the first half and then fly. And I'm like, well, that's a PJ, innit? Obviously, because there's no easy jet going there that you can just jump on.
No, we were talking about this. I think he gets public transport a lot. Because I was saying, I'll get train into London and blah, blah, blah. He's going, you get train as well? I went, you don't. And he's like, no, I do.
Who asked us as well? I know, very random, but KSI takes public transport. I've seen him, yeah. Like,
I bet he's got a balaclava on though.
Nah, bro, bare face, bare back, just outside. Like, I've seen him. And I think, it's like, he goes, I'm just going in. It's easier.
Wow.
Rio, England versus Switzerland. What is your starting 11?
Well, I wouldn't change as much as I'd love to.
Your 11 or Gareth's 11?
I'm going to go for Gareth's 11.
Go on.
Right, okay.
What I think Gareth will play, yeah? I'm going to go Kyle Walker, right, Pickford picks himself. Right back, Kyle Walker. Gay suspended, so Konza will come in. Stones. And then I think he'll still play Trippier, left back. I'd just get Luke Shaw out there. Even if he's 75% fit, I'm sorry.
But he hasn't played for like 6 months.
He'll give us the balance that we need. He's got the experience. As long as he's fit, I'd play him. But then Gomez has played 6 months.
Not fit.
I know. But
And
Gomez,
if he's not on United's tour, by the way, stand by.
But Gomez he's played. How many games has he played for Liverpool left back? Like,
Loads.
put him there.
That's why he's there.
Yeah, like I just feel Trippier. I don't know. There's not a real understanding of playing left back. What a right back he is, and he is a great player. But at left back, I think he's finding it difficult with the balance. I think he's going to go Trippier. That's it. As much as I'd play Shaw, he's going Trippier. He's going to go. I think he keeps it the same. Mainoo, Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham, and I think he's going to go Saka, Kane, Foden. I don't think he changes. I cannot see him changing. I think he'll make, again, late substitutions, 70-odd minutes, 67 minutes, something like that, where everyone's going is too bloody late.
It's working.
And we'll still win the game.
Yeah.
Can't say it's working.
It is working.
While
for
you
him.
win, it's working.
It's working for
I
him.
reckon, can I say something? In that place yesterday, there were high fives, they were hugging, they were kissing, they were going bananas, getting that frustration out. That's a moment for them. And I know it's not the way we want to see him play and we expect to see him play and we think, oh, it's dreamland, right? But you sometimes in these tournaments or later stages of competitions, you're grabbing onto anything that can garner more confidence and more belief. And belief is the key word. And I think that belief is growing and growing and growing to a point where even if they're a goal down, there's a genuine belief we're going to get back in this game because we got the fight. Stay with them.
And this one, question from Steve from Oldham.
Steve
Steve.
This Steve from Oldham.
No,
You
no.
from Oldham? No, okay.
He used to work in Oldham.
Okay.
Is that Bellingham goal as iconic as Beckham's free kick against Greece?
No. I can't believe it will be. I think the
Steve.
No, it's not.
I mean-
Beckham's goal got us to a tournament.
Yeah.
It enabled us to say that we were at a tournament.
But
It
do
was that
you
big.
think if England win,
Was you on a picture of that?
you're gonna go if England win the tournament, right? 2-3 weeks later, and you go, what changed? We'll be looking at that Bellingham goal going, that's probably the most important
Probably.
goal
You probably
of
will
this
be.
generation.
Probably will be.
Yeah, I agree. But
What
Bex's goal was the most important of that generation.
What was you thinking as he's lining that up? Are you thinking he's going to stick this over the bar again? Because he had
No,
about 3 or 4.
I was
Incredible game, by the way. He worked harder than anyone.
One of the best performances I've seen in an England shirt in my time, that game, Bex.
Mm-hmm.
He was like a one-man machine. And as he's walking up to free kicks, there's not many players that you go a free kick 30-odd yards out and you go, come on, mate. Because normally you go, like, you're more hope and please, God, you're praying like you never pray in your life and you pray. But with Bex, there's a little bit of a belief because he's so accurate and you see him in training how effective and how precise he is. But that game, I actually didn't play well. And when he scored it, all I was saying was, thank you. Thank you. And I was shouting him in the celebration. There's a wicked picture.
Are you standing
I've
behind
got.
it as he
Yeah,
takes it?
but I've got a picture of the celebration where it's almost like he's doing the Bellingham one and I'm holding him up. It's like wicked picture and it's like from behind me. So yeah, and I'm saying, thank you. Thank you, Bex. Unreal.
One last thing. It's not a fan question, but we have to bring it up because I think we both saw the same thing the other night. And someone at the table last night, it wasn't Ed, because I think he's actually got some decent football opinions. He's an Arsenal fan, so you know it was a load of rhubarb straight off the bat. Someone said, like, I can't remember even how it came up. Someone was talking about Premier League all-time 11s. There's a lot of Roy Keane's in there for starters. And he was like, why? And I went, well, did you watch him? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, well, there's your answer.
Yeah.
Like,
He almost got kicked off the table. It was a disgraceful comment.
me and you've seen that same video, which
Yeah.
is, I think it's 2004, I think. So it's right before he got sacked at United.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you, people. This is 80% of Roy Keane. That is not even Roy Keane. And that performance that he puts in, I don't know if I've seen a midfielder put in that level of performance in years.
if I was a coach of young players now, of a young defensive midfielder or the midfielder, another stroke 8, etc., I will be getting that video and making sure it's imprinted in that young player's mind.
Do you forget how good he was?
I forgot, yeah. I have to put a bit more respect on Roy Keane's name. When I saw that clip, I was thinking, he's getting the ball and slapping it through the lines, 1 and 2 touch. No long thing.
Not afraid either.
Wicked player, mate. Drive in with it, smashed a couple of people, but it's more... I sent it to a few groups and the younger guys in there going, right, I didn't know Roy was like this. I didn't know he had that. People think he's just an enforcer who just runs around tackling people. The guy was one of the best passers on the ground, slick into number 10s, number 8s and number 9s. He passed the ball forward every time almost he got the ball. He just wanted to hurt the opposition.
Wasn't that what he said to you, first training session?
Yeah.
He'd dig you out because you passed it to the fullback.
Yeah, I passed it to Gary Neville. I passed it to a red shirt. Because it was sideways, he went bananas. He went, take some risks, you ain't at Leeds or West Ham now. It took me a couple of months to understand what he meant.
Sounds like he was hating.
Yeah, no, but he was right. But after, for the first couple of months, I'm going, this guy's a lunatic. What's he chatting about? He don't know what he's on about. He's getting old or whatever. And then I realised, no. If you want to be successful, the best teams, the best players, try and impact the game as much as they can. Do you know what I mean? And that's why me passing it into him or Scholesy or Carrick beyond their midfield, into a Wazza beyond their midfield to hurt the opposition. That's what he wants. And he was unreal at it, man.
Yeah. Steve, Rio, we will be back on Monday, right? Monday coming, Vibe with 5 with the listeners and the watchers. We want those comments in. And yeah, man, it's been really good to sit down and listen to you.
I want more questions. I want more questions from the fans.
Listen, I would listen to you and the fans all day long. I don't know about Steve, but it's been really good.
While England are on, I'd rather not hear from Steve.
Yeah.
If it's going to be so negative.
Sure it is. You got the little angel and the devil on your shoulder. You got the little angel who's just gassing you up, going, oh, Jude, what's the Jude?
Hey, Jude.
That's the one. Can't fucking remember. You got, hey, Jude, and then Steve going, yeah, but Southgate.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And sometimes you need that balance in your life.
Let us know what you think about all of our comments, even Steve's, and we will be back.
Comment, what's the score on Saturday? I want to know your score, first goal scorer, because if it's like... Slovakia cocked up, man, by scoring first. They should have let England score first, and then they just won.
Maybe. Let us know in the comments, man, who you believe will win the game, what the score will be. Even your teams. I want to see you play.
We will be back soon. Peace.